that. Okay, so good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Healthy Happy Hour. So tonight I have the pleasure of being your host. So for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Greer Robson. I'm an Arbonne independent consultant and I'm also an area manager. And I'm really, really passionate about this healthy living plan that I'm going to talk to you about tonight. So I'm going to take you through the 30 days to healthy living plan tonight, sort of tell you a little bit about my experience, kind of talk you through some little facts that I've found useful, some tools that I've got as well, and then a little bit go into a bit more detail about our products and kind of how they support us in this plan. So first of all, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my experience and share with you some photos of my results, just to kind of explain where I've come from. So I joined this business in, I think it was November 2017, and I first did my 30 days to healthy living plan for the first time in January 2018, so after the big Christmas binge, and I was extremely bloated and felt awful, and I was like, right, let me get on this, and I was absolutely blown away with my results. So it might seem a little bit backwards to do it this way, show you the results first, which just to give you a bit of an idea of where I'm coming from. So I'm going to share my screen and hope that you're going to be able to see this. So, can you all see a large photograph on the screen? Just give me a thumbs up. Awesome, Vicky, thank you. Right, so these are my first results. So you can see on day one, my face is so puffy. I'm really bloated, and I just look miserable, don't I? My skin was awful, and after 30 days of doing this plan, I just had so much more energy. My skin looks better. That bloatedness has gone away, and I remember being blown away. They say not to get on the sad step every day, which is, for those of us who don't know what that is, it's the scales. Stay away from the scales. But I did. Day one, being how I am, I jumped on them and I lost 6 pounds in the first day. And it's pure water retention. You can just see it in my face. Pure water retention. So that was my first 30 days results. And then after that, what I did was I followed the plan with what we call 80-20. So with this plan, we cut out 5 allergens that basically most humans don't cope very well with in our bodies. And I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go through. So we cut out dairy, gluten, sugar, caffeine and alcohol. And I remember being horrified and thinking, oh my word, what else is there left to eat? But I will talk to you a little bit more about why we can do that and the things that we've got to support us as we go along. But yeah, just cutting out those things made me just completely lose all that bloating. So the 80-20 way of doing it is to start to reintroduce those things a little bit at a time and see what you react to. So after doing it for several months, so I think this was this time last year, sort of June last year, after following it for 80-20 afterwards, you can see that my results have just gone even further and just completely trimmed down, just so much healthier and happier in myself. So following it 80-20 afterwards was incredible. Okay, so what I'm also going to do now is just tell you a couple of interesting facts. Now, I'm going to tell you some interesting facts that I've learned from some of the GPs in this business. So we've got a couple of GPs who are really passionate about nutrition and your gut health in particular. And that's what this whole plan is about. So, I did loads and loads of diets before. I was really overweight years ago and I tried all sorts. I did like a cleanse diet where you have to drink aloe vera. That was disgusting. Done all sorts of things where you're cutting stuff out. I even did a bodybuilder's diet, which is just not sustainable. And what I found with this plan is that I've been able to create a healthier lifestyle by doing it. So I don't feel like I'm cutting anything out as such, because what this plan does is teach you about alternatives, so you don't feel like you're missing anything really. And it's taught me about my body. So that's the bit that I find most fascinating, and it makes me want to make wiser food choices, if you like. So So there's some medical research out there around the gut health, and there's a couple of books about it as well. I mean, there's one that was recommended on our support group. So every 2 weeks we have a Facebook support group to support people going through this plan, and at the moment it's being led by a GP, Dr. Laura Millard, and one of her colleagues, after a lengthy discussion in a car journey about gut health, came on and did us a little live video and taught us a bit more about it. And what she was talking about, I was like, yeah, I absolutely get that. I think I have problems with gluten and I don't react very well to gluten. She even recommended a book for us to read. So it's called The Grain Brain. So a whole life plan, basically, where you're cutting out grain from your body and to see if you react to it. And it gives, talking about giving your gut time to repair from those things that you cut out. So by cutting things out for those 30 days, and it's only 30 days, it's not forever, cut them out for 30 days and then reintroduce them slowly, you can understand how your body feels. And that's what this is all about. So a couple of interesting facts for you to get you started. So Arbonne is the #1 global brand for healthy living from the inside out. So as I mentioned, it all comes from your gut health. That's where we start. So 70% of our immune system actually lives in your gut. How amazing is that? So, most people report from doing this plan, yes, I've just shown you my results of weight loss and how my body's changed, but so many people report changes in their health as well. Now, we're not medically graded. I am not a doctor. I'm just going to talk to you about my experience. But lots of people have also experienced things where their health has improved because of this. I mean, my partner's type 2 diabetic. And from following this plan, he's able to manage his sugar levels through his diet. And they were all over the place before he did this. So we've incorporated it into our lifestyle, and it's helped him in that respect. So that's a really interesting fact, isn't it? So your gut bacteria feed on dietary fibre, and like most adults, don't get enough fibre in the diet in the Western world because we're so easy to kind of grab processed and convenience food in our busy lifestyles on the go and don't take time to prepare good, nutritious, healthy food that's got lots of fibre in there for our bodies. So you need that fibre for your gut to kind of produce like a mucous membrane, because that fibre feeds on that mucous membrane in your intestines and basically creates a good healthy barrier between your gut and your bloodstream. So it's called your gut microbiome. So basically it's like a slime on your intestines, and if you haven't got that slime right, it means that you then have a gateway basically to your bloodstream. So if you think of all those nasty toxins in your gut, if you haven't got that nice healthy layer in your intestines protecting it and creating that barrier, it means all the nasty toxins in your gut are going to get into your bloodstream, and that's what quite often causes illness through inflammation basically. So it starts, your immune cells start kind of building up around it to protect your body and causes inflammation, and that's what causes diseases in your body. So your second top fact for the night, serotonin levels come from your gut. So anyone who's heard of serotonin, it's your happy hormone. So how great is it that you can eat a nice diet, a great diet, and be happy, have a happy hormone? So it's linked to mood, it's linked to depression. So everything you're putting in, rather than reaching for that chocolate fix, think of something nutritious that you can put in your body and feed that, so those serotonin levels, and keep your gut happy, but also you happy. And then the third interesting fact is that gut bacteria is actually has an impact on your appetite and the foods that you crave. So basically, if you look after your gut bacteria and keep them happy, your habits will change, your taste buds will change, and then your body will start craving nourishing things. Now, like I said, I've done this 80-20 after doing the strict first plan. And sometimes you crave things and you have a little taste, and then afterwards I feel awful, and I think, I'm not doing that again, because you can feel it in your body. You just I remember the first time I had something sugary, the next day I felt hungover, and you just think, actually it's not worth it. So yes, it makes you it makes you crave things that are nourishing your body. So how great is that? So this plan is basically like hitting the reset button on our bodies and starting to get that good stuff in us. So I'm going to just share my screen again, because I've got a couple of pretty pictures for you to look at while we talk through this. So let me just move all your faces so I can see where I am. Okay, so yeah, so I mentioned that Arbonne is #1 for healthy living inside and out. So so we're built on pure, safe and beneficial philosophy. So all of the ingredients in our products are scientifically tested. We combine the best of science and the best of nature to formulate products that provide incredible results. So, you know, through a combination of our skincare with the nutrition, you can basically transform your body from the inside out. But like I said, it all starts from your gut and it can impact your skin and everything. So a little bit about kind of what makes us different. So we are actually plant-powered. Now, I was reading something today in my office, actually, and it was quite interesting on the little notice boards outside our canteen. So I actually work for the Environment Agency, and there was something around the fact that a plant-based diet is actually, it's not only good for us, but in the future, it's really good for the environment as well, because in the future, like, basically meat production, if you like, is very, very sort of energy intensive, and it has big impacts on the environment in terms of CO2 emissions, moving it around and all that sort of stuff. So it's actually good for the environment to cut down your meat and go for a more plant-based diet too. So we're made from completely botanically based ingredients, which also means we're certified vegan. Now, we've been vegan for the full 40 years that we've been around, but also gluten-free. So if anyone has any gluten allergies, this is absolutely perfect for you. And like I said, I think through doing this plan, I figured out that I'm actually intolerant to gluten. I really react to it. We're clinically tested, so we've only ever tested on consenting humans, and we're certified cruelty-free. Now, our products are vegan, but you can eat meat on this plan as well if you are a meat eater and you would like to do that. So we're formulated with non-GMO ingredients as well, and we don't use dairy, soy, nuts, and other common allergens like that. No artificial colours, flavours, sweeteners, anything like that. We're all healthy and natural. So we do have a not allowed list of over 2,000 ingredients. Now, in America, they only ban like 11 ingredients out of their products. In Europe, it's over 1,000, but Arbonne actually cut out over 2,000. We have a rigorous ingredient screening policy. Our research labs in Irvine, California, there's a fantastic scientist there called Peter Matravers, who is amazing. He takes all the research and development and basically produces results-driven, safer products for us. So I've talked a bit about how our body works. So let's talk a little bit about the nutrition plan. So the 30 Days to Healthy Living plan, like I said, cuts out all those things. And by cutting out those things, you think, gosh, what am I going to have? But we have products that help us to replace the things that we're cutting out. So, for instance, instead of having a coffee, I'll have a fizz stick, which is basically, it has a little bit of green caffeine in it, B vitamins, and it gives you that bit of an energy boost. It comes in a little sachet. I've brought some products up to show you. It's our limited edition strawberry flavour. So it comes in a little sachet like this, and you just mix it with water. And it produces a nice coloured drink like this. They're really, really tasty. So we get things like that to help us replace those. We have herbal teas instead of having like a cup of tea, which I really like. And we have protein powders and meal replacement powders that you can make cakes out of. You can still eat chocolate cake. You just use chocolate protein powder to make it instead of flour. So they just help us to support that. So when you buy your pack, and I'm going to go through a bit more detail on each of these products in a moment, but when you buy your 30 Days to Healthy Living pack, basically you get 2 big bags of protein, which are huge. They're massive bags. So you get like, I think it's 30 servings out of each bag. 2 servings a day. So yeah, you get 30 servings out of each bag. They're absolutely huge. We do chocolate and we also do a vanilla flavour. You get your fibre support. So this is where we have a scoop of this in our shakes every day, or mixed in with a drink or sprinkled on your food. It's completely flavourless, and you can mix it in, and that gives your gut bacteria something to feed on. So that's really good as well. So I was just trying to say if it tells you how much is in it. I didn't find that quick enough, so I won't go into that. These are amazing. So we have Digestion Plus as well. and they again come in a little sachet. So Digestion Plus is it basically helps your gut bacteria. It puts all those prebiotics and probiotics into your gut. You also get your herbal teas, you get a body cleanse or a greens balance as well. So this is the greens balance, which is really cool, and I'll talk to you about that in a moment, a bit more detail. Or another sachet, which is your body cleanse, which is like a lemon and ginger flavoured drink that we can have as well. So let me talk through those a bit more. So the protein then, so we've got 20 grams of easy digestible protein. So most protein powders, and the one that I used to use before, is whey based, so basically milk based. So humans can't really digest cow's milk very well, and it's a bit strange that we've all been brought up on it, and it's natural for everybody to have milk, isn't it? But we're finding more and more now that people are reverting to oat milks or almond milk, coconut milks, those kind of things, more plant-based, because it's easier for our bodies to digest. So by using pea and rice protein, it means that your body can digest that much, much easier. So it's got over 20 vitamins and minerals in there. It's got vitamin E, low magnesium, and just basically supports your overall health and well-being. There's on the back of it, you can see there's lots and lots of different vitamins and things in there. So yeah, it really does give you a good boost. And like I said, you can do lots of things with them. You can make pancakes with them, you can make smoothie bowls. So sometimes like a vanilla one, made a little bit thicker, warmed up in the microwave in the winter. It's like having porridge, it's great. Put loads of berries on it, nuts and seeds. I really like to make a smoothie every morning for breakfast. So whether I'm following the plan or not, I'm actually in week 2 of the plan at the moment, but even when I'm not, I still always have a mint chocolate chip protein shake for my breakfast, because I absolutely love them. I'm a little bit addicted to them. And then my lunchtime one, I'll use the vanilla and I'll change it up a bit. So today I had an apple and cinnamon flavour one. You can make a key lime pie, you can make like a cherry bakewell flavour, and we basically get a recipe book in our support group that gives you lots of ideas of how you can make them to suit you, basically. And then we have meal replacement shakes. So if you're, a busy mum on the go, or there's a girl in our team who's a swim coach and, finds it difficult to sit and eat a meal when she's at work. So something that you just want that's quick and easy to make on the go. We've got a meal replacement one where you just don't add anything extra to it. You have it as it is. But the protein one will add like good fats, berries, like a nut butter or avocado or something to make it thicker, and change the flavours up a little bit. So the Digestion Plus, yeah, this one, I cannot live without this. You absolutely need one of these, especially after a Christmas dinner. It just sorts you right out. But I have one of these every single day. So basically, yeah, it gives you all those prebiotics, probiotics and enzymes to support that optimal gut health. So some people take this straight on the tongue. I don't like it like that. I prefer to mix it with a little shot of water, mix it in a glass and just drink it. Now, not gonna lie, if your gut health is not good, when you first start taking this, it doesn't taste the best. But you usually find after a week of doing the plan, this starts to taste really sweet. And that's because your gut health has improved quite quickly. And like I said earlier, your taste buds change, so it starts to taste really, really sweet, in my experience anyway. And I actually quite like having them now. So the fibre support. So yeah, this delivers 12 grams of fibre in every single serving, which is nearly half of your recommended daily allowance. So like I said before, most adults don't get that allowance in their normal meals, but by having this and then a healthy meal, it's so easy to do. It's heat resistant, so you can pop it in your main meal if you want to. You can add it to a shake, whatever you like. Add it to a cake if you want to make a chocolate cake with your chocolate protein. Add it to a drink, whatever you want. So yeah, soluble blend of peas, apples, citrus fruits and beetroot fibre. And you can't taste it. It's literally like a white powder. That one's not open. Let's show you the powder. The herbal tea. Oh, I love the herbal tea. So I've always got one of these in my handbag. And my partner likes to open things delicately. Yeah, so you get a nice little herbal teas. So this is caffeine free. It's got 6 botanicals in there to support your liver and your kidneys. So this plan is all about helping your body to return to the way it's designed to work, basically. So it helps support all those toxin eliminating organs, because that's what this is all about. It's getting yourself back to how your body's meant to operate, get it full of lots of nutrients, and get it like on top form. So this actually has milk thistle in it that supports your liver, peppermint and licorice to help soothe and calm your stomach. So I drink peppermint tea as well. You can have any other herbal teas with this, as long as they're not caffeinated or any added sugars or anything like that in them. It's got dandelion root in it as well. Now I can quite often, the two flavours I taste in it most, for me, are peppermint and dandelion. So yeah, dandelion's good for your kidneys too. And then it's also got sweet fennel, which is an antioxidant, and supports that good health as well in your gut. And apparently milk thistle, someone did tell me that they used to take this after a night out to help them recover from a hangover. But yeah, so there you go. It's got some milk thistle in there, which is good for your liver. We can also, I don't know if they're next, yeah, so fizz sticks. So I've talked a little bit about these. So your fizz sticks make you these nice drinks, and actually mixed with the herbal tea bags, we call it a tizzy, which is really nice. So it's like having a really like a sweet drink. So I wouldn't put a full sachet in, I've just used half, otherwise it can be a little bit too sweet. So yes, your fizz sticks kind of give you that bit of an extra boost mid-morning. So a typical day for me would look like having getting up and having a hot water and lemon. Then I'll have my Digestion Plus. I'll make myself a fizz stick to start having on the way to work, so it just gives you that bit of a boost in the morning. Have a nice protein smoothie for breakfast, and then I'll have another one for my lunch, and then have a sensible meal in the evening, a clean meal basically. And we've got loads of recipes and stuff to support us with that. But yeah, the fizz sticks are great to mix with other things as well. So yeah, we've got citrus and pomegranate flavour that you get with the packs, but we do have other limited edition flavours as well. So the strawberry ones are my new favourite that were launched in Vegas recently. So the greens balance, what a powerhouse. So the greens balance is basically, I think in one scoop it gives you something like 7 different fruits and vegetables in a little tiny scoop. So it's got spirulina and kale in it, so it gives you the vitamins A, K and E. It's got lots of reds in it as well, so pomegranate, cherry, it gives you all those antioxidants from that. So it's not just green. It's got yellows in there as well, so pumpkin and carrot, so you've got your vitamin A and C in there. With antioxidants, bioflavonoids and alpha and beta carotenes, and it's got blue stuff in there as well, so your blueberries, blackcurrant, and which are all antioxidants again, and give you a big vitamin C boost. So this can be mixed just on your hot meals. It can also be added to a fizz stick and give you that extra boost in the afternoon. I normally put a scoop of this in my lunchtime meal, my lunchtime shake, just to give me that extra boost in the afternoon. I'll just come back actually. So in terms of my normal meals as well, we do also have protein bars. So anyone who likes a chocolate fix, these are amazing. So you can get protein bars as well. So these are the chocolate and sea salt ones. And I love to have one of these with a herbal tea. That's kind of my mid-morning snack. But quite often I won't have an afternoon snack. Because you're putting the right nutrients into your body, you do find that you don't crave stuff. And it's the weirdest sensation. So by cutting out sugar, it's weird. I remember the first time I noticed it. And sugar is so addictive. I think it's the worst drug out there. And when you do this plan and you stop having sugar in your diet that is not naturally sourced, so not from berries or, we have berries, green apples on this plan, and you get your sugar from that source and not from artificial sugars, you just lose all the brain fog. And I remember being quite stressed out at work and thinking, I need to reach for the biscuit tin because that's what I do when I get stressed. And I was like, but I don't want it. And it was such a weird sensation because I didn't need it. And that's the great thing about this plan, is it helps you realise what your body is meant to feel like. And that's quite surprising sometimes. So body cleanse then. So in the plan we choose from either the greens balance or the body cleanse. Now, when you buy your pack, you get the option between this, but you also get a free gift. So what I tend to do is get the greens as my free gift and get the cleanse as part of the pack. So this, it helps to detoxify your body just that little bit further. So we have it in week 3. Like I said, it's just a drink. You mix it up in warm water, and I like to drink mine warm, but some people don't mind it when it goes cold. It can be quite sweet when it's cold. And it just, so your body's meant to operate at a more alkaline level. So that's the other thing I've noticed with this. I don't struggle with heartburn at all anymore. I used to really suffer with heartburn before. And since doing this and living in a more healthy, kind of clean eating way, I don't struggle with it at all, because my body's pH has come down, and that's what this does. So your sort of first 2 weeks of eating clean brings it down a little bit, and this brings it down even further. It's not dodgy. It says there it supports healthy bowel movements. It doesn't do anything dodgy. You're not going to find yourself running for the loo. It just does it in a really nice, natural way. And you can use this on its own if you just want to have a little detox for like a week. But it's great as part of this plan and just boost your body for the final 2 weeks. So, yes, I'm trying to think, have I missed anything? So I'm going to stop sharing and just check the questions, because I spotted a chat there. I'll go vegan. Yeah, absolutely. Bit delayed. So yeah, like I said, so vegan diet is kind of, it's kind of the trendy thing at the moment, isn't it? But it's because more and more research is taking place, and people are realizing that that's the way our body's kind of designed to be. We were hunter-gatherers as such, weren't we? And you probably didn't have meat all the time. It was like picking berries and potentially having fish and things like that. And that's what this plan is all about. It's kind of going back to before we were westernized, I suppose, and a bit modernized, where convenience foods come up. I think it was only the 50s when salt and pepper was introduced to food and that sort of thing. And I don't add any food or any salt or anything to mine. Oh, I'm awesome. I can't wait for you to start. You're absolutely going to love it. Yes, definitely sleep. So I've talked about losing weight, but yes, you sleep better. You will find your mood is better, your skin is better, your energy levels. I mean, I went to Vegas for 2 weeks and I took all of my stuff with me. I had a drawer full of nutrition stuff. I love it. All right. Because, and I'm not saying I was 100% on plan while I was there, but I tried my best to stick to it as much as possible. And I'm also a Thai boxing instructor, and normally when I've been away for any length of time and come back, my training is so hard. We did a lot of walking in Vegas, but I didn't often get to the gym. But because I followed this plan while I was there, to 80-20 really, but because I'm living in that way now, when I came back, my training was so easy. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So yeah, better sleep, no brain fog. I've been in our incident room all week, and I've just been able to operate more properly and functional. So yeah, I can't wait. If you haven't already got your pack, get talking to the person who introduced you to come onto this call and have a little look at it. You can buy the pack as a special value pack if you're either a preferred client, which is basically our VIP scheme, if you like. So normally you would pay £25 to sign up as a preferred client, but this month it's actually only £10. And off this pack you get 40% discount. How amazing is that? So it's heavily discounted. As a consultant, it's £30 to register a business. And if you buy your pack, you can get it at over 50% off. So it absolutely makes sense. And as a consultant, if you're thinking about joining, if you haven't already, it's the one thing that has the biggest impact. People will see a difference in your skin, in your hair, all that sort of stuff. And we'll start asking you what you're doing. So it's the best thing to get the fastest results with, I'd say. The other little thing I was going to talk about just while we've got here, we've just had something launched in Las Vegas that's like an extension of our nutrition range, but actually helps your skin as well. So I can see that. Oh, twins! Thank you, Victoria. I love it. So this is another little sachet, another little drink, and it's called the Skin Elixir. Now, there's a lovely lady in Arbonne called Sarah Law, and she's a nutritionist, and she's also, I always get this wrong, she's like a bikini competitor. I don't want to say she's a bodybuilder because I know technically there's a difference, but her body is amazing. She does all this, she does all the nutrition stuff, and she talks about the fact that, you know, if you have hydrated skin, it looks young, and if you have dehydrated skin, it looks aged. And what this is basically a collagen builder. So, you know, there's lots of drinks out there at the moment that are collagen, but collagen is basically boiled bones and horrible, nasty things that come from animals that people drink, and gives you a quick fix of collagen. What this does is actually helps your body to build its own. How amazing is that? And it's got something in it called hyaluronic acid. Have I said that right? Hyaluronic acid, I think it's called. Yeah. And it's also acai flavoured, so it's really nice. I'll mix it with my strawberry fizz, and that's my first drink of the day, and it gives me that extra boost of hydration. But the amazing thing about this is it helps with your hair strength, because collagen's good for your hair. And my nails are normally terrible. I do have them shellacked all the time because they're normally paper thin and really bendy, and still bendy even with shellac on. But they're not. I haven't chipped a single one, haven't broken a single one. So it's helping my nails grow. How incredible is that? Absolutely love it. And we've had other consultants who are trying it who have found that they have a firmer bum, and also that their hair is growing back where it may be, you know, a little bit thin, like after having a baby. And they're actually monitoring through photographs at the moment the changes that they're experiencing. So look out for that as well. Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. Oh, you're mixing one there. Oh, look at this. We've got a full-on demo here. I thought I was good having one in a bottle. Thank you very much. Has anyone got any questions? Yes. So you can get your pack anytime as a consultant with the discount. So as a consultant, your pack is £170, so it's over 50% off. As a preferred client, I think it's £232.40 for the protein and £240 for the meal replacement, which is 40% off. So yeah, so if you're a consultant, you get that heavy discount every month. So absolutely no brainer. I buy one every month, and that's how I live my life now. I can't cope without it because my body just feels rubbish. Any other questions? Was it had any experience from anyone? No? All good? You mean camera shy? Lovely. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. I will stop recording there. Have an amazing day.